tuning in around the world. Michelle, how we doing today?
We're doing good. We have an exciting women's doubles matchup between number 10 seed Jorja Johnson and Mari Humberg and number 2 seed Meghan Dizon and Etta Wright. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, bronze medal matches are best of 3 to 11, win by 2. Traditional rally scoring, just the way we like it.
Yeah,
if you guys are enjoying the show at home, you can reach out to Michelle at Pickleball with Michelle on the Instagram.
Yeah, on the Instagram.
And we want to know what your favorite snack is while watching pickleball. I like Cool Ranch Doritos and or Oh Snap Pickles.
Oh Snap Pickles are the best.
Yeah,
while
you gotta stay fueled, while you're spectating pickleball. It's important.
I would be having brunch right now. If I weren't doing this, I'd be having brunch. Ooh. And I would be having a Bloody Mary.
Oh my goodness.
With some eggs and bacon.
Wow. That is some good snacking right there. Up next, folks, on Grandstand, we have our bronze medal match for the women's doubles. Jorja Johnson, Mari Humberg having a lot of tough matches and a lot of good wins this weekend. Michelle, fill us in.
Yeah, I mean, they had an incredible first match against Trang Nguyen McLean and Jeannie Arokina. They went to 3 games, 11-7 in the third, and moving on, defeating Leah Jansen and Tina Pisnik in straight games. Also defeating Callie Smith, Elise Jones in straight games, and finally in the semifinals, falling to Catherine Parento and Annalie Waters in a tough game.
Well, defeating the 6 seed and the 3 seed, and the only loss on the weekend is to the 1 seed. Not a bad showing to this newly developed fantastic duo, Mari Humberg and Jorja Johnson. Of course, they will be competing against the Meghan Dizon and the Etta Wright for this bronze medal match. Michelle, how did their weekend go?
It was pretty smooth. They had some strong wins against some tough teams. No one really challenged them until they got to the semifinals, where they fell to Lacey Schneeman and Jade Kawamoto.
Wow.
And we saw that team move forward to play loose against Caitlin Christian. So she's been so strong. Her backhand is my favorite shot of hers, and she could just take that ball, flick it out of the air, and go anywhere with it. And Jorja Johnson also playing in the mixed gold later on today with her brother, J.W. Johnson. So these two ladies are not only playing in this match today, but moving on in another medal match after this one.
Game 1, time in.
All right, here we go. Time is in. 0-0-2. Jorja Johnson to serve. Tough miss. The solid Etta Wright is going to consistently apply that pressure at the right times.
0-0-1.
Tough miss. Wouldn't let that discourage her from doing that again. That was the right pull. Just got to clear that dang net.
0-0-2. Side in. 0-0-1. Point.
Scoreless here in game 1. Oh, not scoreless. Shame on me. Oh, hides it well and finds a hole.
Yeah, all 4 players right now just trying to settle into these points and, getting their groove in. It's their first match of the day.
Yeah.
Point. 2-0-2.
Man, Looks like both teams are kind of settling in here, seeing what they're capable of today. Different conditions every day. Got to dial it in. Etta with the drop. And it's the jabs from Mari Humberg to take that one.
0-2-2.
And a big angle there from Jorja Johnson on that overhead for the side out.
Yeah, the early game's always interesting. You know, who's going to get that streak first, start to settle in first, and you know, execute the game plan.
Point. Three, 0-1.
Yeah, Meghan Dizon is feeling comfortable just speeding up that forehand right now. I think that's something that you could look forward to in the rest of game one. So Jorja Johnson and Mari Humberg have to get ready for that. She's going to be pulling that trigger. Ball dropping a little too low for that one on Mari Humberg's backhand, but that's the ball she's always looking for to kind of create a speed up into different directions. I love that shot of hers. Another great overhead from Jorja Johnson. Looks like Etta Wright's trying to make some plays on that lob, but hasn't been successful yet.
Not enough depth on that particular one, but hey, it's okay. We are just getting started in game one. Great controlled volley there. Ooh, handles the Mari assault to get an opportunity of her own. Meghan Dizon getting them on the board. 2-point game.
One, 3-2. Point.
A little bit of a freebie. Wright, Dizon within one.
3-2. Point.
Just long there.
Three, 3-2.
Okay, okay. They tie it up 3-3 before passing the ball back. Here we go. Mari Humberg to serve. Slicey drop.
Meghan Dizon trying to make some moves on the left side. You usually see her playing on the right. So they're just switching things up, trying to find some new opportunities, new looks. And Humberg and Johnson are definitely going to be targeting her if she's going to be playing on the left side.
5-3-1. Second serve.
That's the first one that I've seen her miss all weekend on that forehand. It is not an easy shot. These pros make those shots look good, but those shots are so difficult. The greats make it look easy. Just like that, Jorja Johnson, the ever-ready right side player. That attack from midcourt, that's a longer distance than at the kitchen line. Georgia's gonna have plenty of time to tee off on that ball.
6-3-2.
6-3-2 now. Nice pickup. Smart from Mari, full neutral. Oh my goodness, great save from Jorja. Again with the reset from Mari, her third this point. Little flick of her own, sets up Jorja for the put away. One of our more electrifying points of the match.
That was phenomenal from all 4 players, but now Dizon and Wright are down by 4.
And the timeout, not so good.
8-3-2.
8-3-2 and running, Johnson and Humberg. That slice drop, so solid, so reliable. Meghan Dizon winning that cross-court battle.
And I think that's what they're trying to look for. That's a play that they want to get into. Dizon going cross with Mari Humberg,
3-8-1.
trying to keep that ball shallow so she doesn't initiate that backhand flick. So sexy from Mari Humberg.
Yeah, the angle, so seamless. That's not an easy shot to make, but she makes it look so easy. Another shot I would be practicing if I had access to that ball machine. Ooh. And the firepower to back it up. Mari Humberg holds them at 3. Back in the driver's seat. Jorja Johnson to serve. 8-3-1.
8-3-1.
Oh, what a hands battle here on grandstand court. Meghan Dizon and Etta Wright on top of that one.
I think it could be the beginning of something. It's going to have to be if they want to stay in this game 1. See if they can
8-3-2.
put together a streak of points here. And there it is, the streak halted with another serve return error.
9-3-2.
Good morning, Kansas City. It has been so fun having you out here this weekend. Make some noise if you had some fun. Yes. I'm loving here with you guys. It has been a great time to celebrate.
Point.
Tough. And a game point on the table here. Mari Humberg to serve. Here we go.
Get ready for that, and let's get ready to play last day.
And for Dizon and Wright, here we go. Game 2, Meghan Dizon to serve.
2.
Third shot drive for point.
All right, we see Meghan Dizon stacking with Etta Wright. So now she's looking to play on the right side of the court.
Side out. Zero, 1-1.
Slice drop, so good. Into the reset. And there it is. A glimpse of the solution for Etta Wright, Meghan Dizon. Great point all around.
0-1-2.
Heavy serve from Mari. Too high. Gonna be punished by Etta Wright, side out.
Yeah, it's always a good idea to catch your opponents in the transition zone and keep that ball low so they have to pop up another one.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the court our women's singles finalist, KK. Give it up, KK.
That's pretty much where Mari Humberg likes to take a lot of her backhand flicks. Gotta keep it away from that spot if you don't want to get shocked or surprised from her flick.
Ball is out. Oh my goodness. We have an Althoff Merchant sighting here on grandstand court in the background in those red shorts. Crushing it with that pink Onyx bag. Althoff Merchant. Oh my goodness. Althoff Merchant, solid player. And a solid point from our women's doubles ladies here on grandstand. It's happening here at the Carvana PPA today.
That's right, and a little bit of a run for Dizon and Wright.
Have an announcement that Kate Fahey is about to do battle against Anna Lee Waters on championship court right now, so feel free to check that out as well. Pickleball TV happening now. Jorja Johnson working her way in. Mari Humberg follows suit, sets herself up and puts it away. Just great court awareness and the alertness. Deep return from Meghan, sets herself up. They're not allowed to take the kitchen just yet, and they never will. Meghan Dizon, great pressure. Second serve.
1-3-2.
Ah. Sometimes it can be that simple, folks. Etta Wright, Dizon maintaining their lead. Oh, yeah. I love that minimal swing from Jorja Johnson on that two-handed backhand in the middle there. Just almost just swinging with only her wrists. A lot of people say you want to swing from the shoulder, and that's true initially. But once you become an elite player, a master of the wrist is important as well. Ghost ball past the ladies down the middle.
Yeah, Etta Wright was there just to get her paddle on it. Nice play.
Beautiful thing. Keep an eye on that two-handed backhand dink from Jorja Johnson. The drop. Oh, and it's way too good.
Oh, I think it hit the bar. Oh my gosh. The ball hit the bar on the way down after that beautiful shot from Mari Humberg, so we will replay it.
Way too good, literally. Oh, no. Conditions for pickleball, and it reminds me of home in Rochester, New York.
Nice.
The timeout forced by Johnson. Humberg want to turn this one around and take it in two. Meghan Dizon to serve. Oh, the scrap from Dizon. Play continues. Meghan Dizon showing them why they are in this bronze medal match.
Now with a 5-point lead, the timeout did not work for Humberg and Johnson.
Uh-oh. Play continues. Great scrap. Meghan Dizon takes over and takes the point.
she has been annihilating her backhands there on the right side. She's just been playing so aggressive and confident in this game number 2.
Yeah, I did not see this coming. They have finally found it, and they're throwing it at Jorja Johnson and Mari Humberg. Smart play. And that is out. Another point on the board. Are they going to do it again? Another timeout? No, they're going to stay in it. Meghan Dizon on the right in front of Mari Humberg, taking away that cross court between the two. Seems to be like it's working very well.
Hey, Pickleball people, in order to get ready to watch these two superstars play, let's get high folks. When I say pickle, you say ball, pickle, pickle.
Oh my goodness, the angle from Humberg. That could stop any streak in its path. Down 1-8 here in game 2. Time to get to work.
1-8-1.
All right, they'll get that one. But yeah, Michelle, what do you think? I mean, Humberg and Johnson, they seem to be targeting Dizon. And now that Dizon is in front of Mari Humberg, it takes away that cross-court battle between the two.
Yeah, and you're seeing a lot more middle dinks from Dizon and Wright, which I like, but you know, a combination that I also like is going middle wide, so it moves all the players around. And when you get people moving on the court, then you'll see more pop-ups coming your way because they have to move and get into position to hit a defensive ball.
Yes. Yes. They've cut the lead in half. Second serve.
Second serve. 3-8-2. Side out.
3-8-2. Smackdown from Jorja Johnson. They are not done with game 2 just yet. Oh no.
A nice high ball off the net, which is kind of rare. Etta was like looking for it to be just a little lower, and
A little awkward.
the timing was off.
Window of opportunity here. Stifled.
And I was also going to say Etta Wright and Meghan Dizon have been doing a great job at applying the pressure on the fourth shot and keeping Jorja Johnson and Mari Humberg in that transition zone and stopping them a lot sooner. Another example of how good they're applying the pressure. They're not settling in. They're being aggressive when they're on the returning side.
Yeah.
8-3-1.
Ah. Forehand dink volley from Meghan Dizon. The dink volley. It's a scary term. It's not an easy shot. But with practice, it gets a lot easier. But it's a great shot to force from your opponents if they're uncomfortable with it. That ball's called in. We're going to get a side out here. Another window of opportunity for Johnson Humberg. Getting a lot of serve possessions here.
3-8-1.
Down 5. That was a decent drop, Dizon. Nice little fourth there.
3-8-2.
Ah.
Etta Wright moving that dink around, like I mentioned before, going to the middle, to the side, moving your opponent so they don't get caught in a rhythm and they have to move in position.
8-3-1.
Oh, beautiful shot from Mari Humberg, right in the middle, nice and controlled. Not too much pace there, Rob.
Right, right.
8-3-2.
Wow. Stuck at 8. Now, what I'd love to see is if they do get this side out, Dizon and Etta, you take that offensive timeout.
Ooh.
Really regain control during that serve possession.
3-8-1.
3-8-1 here. Such a good drop. Woo!
We've seen a couple misses on the forehand side of Mari Humberg, so you're going to see a lot of shots going there to that middle.
Oh, yeah. Point of the match here. No. Very solid. Etta Wright pulls the trigger first. Jorja Johnson puts the point away.
It's tough when you get into a long dink battle like that. It's like you don't want to pull the trigger. You know, you don't want to, because you know your opponents are going to be there to counter, and Jorja Johnson does just that.
Held to 8 for at least 4 serve possessions. Momentum has shifted for now. Off the net, second serve. Receivers called their timeout now. Couldn't wait any longer. Johnson Humberg down 4 with the ball in hand. Can they tie it up? We'll find out in just a moment. Game 2.
Time in.
Dizon has the ball. They took that offensive timeout like we predicted. Did not know that. See if it works for him. Not just yet. Humberg Johnson still as solid as ever.
8-4-2. 3-8. Point.
And the third shot, drive for point, finally gets them off the 8.
9-4-2.
And that's all they're going to get. But that might be enough to break the ice.
4-9-1. 9-3. Second serve.
Again, caught in that transition zone.
It's good pickleball from Dizon.
And a quick side out for Dizon and Wright. They're looking for 2 points to take it to game number 3. And Wright finds the opportunity, and it takes them to game point.
And just out. The Etta Wright takeover will earn them game 2.
You don't see Mari Humberg's backhand on tour. She's the only one with that. So just getting a little bit of, you know, used to that look.
Well, there's that athletic, high mobility dinking you were looking for.
Right to the middle. Middle, middle, middle.
0-2.
Great point. Good pressure. Not a full-fledged attack, just a nice placement shot, a little bit of a jab, if you will.
0-1.
Dizon and Wright really doing a good job at accuracy on where they want that ball to go.
Ah, the grindage from Mari Humberg now. Allowing themselves to dink to Etta Wright more often as an option. A lot of eggs in the same basket on that third shot drive there.
0-0-1. 4-0.
Little high. Etta staying big. And the trigger pull from Mari Humberg out of nowhere. First blood.
She doesn't want to stick into that middle dink for too long. So if she sees an opportunity where the ball sits a little higher, she's going to attack.
Second serve. Point. 1-0-2.
Ah, great play from both sides. I love to see the high mobility, the active dinking. A lot of players at different levels don't realize how much time they actually have to relocate their footwork and give themselves an easier shot or maybe a better opportunity offensively and defensively.
Yeah, the preparation comes from the footwork, Rob. I can agree with you more on that.
3-0-2 here in game 3. Coming down to it. Jorja Johnson.
Jorja Johnson with a smackdown.
That's right, that's right.
Timeout receiver.
Yeah, a timeout called.
Wow.
Game 3 here, they will. Oh my goodness. Not what the doctor ordered on that last one, but a fantastic point nonetheless.
Yeah, good timeout from Dizon and Wright, the
Yeah.
Utah team. Both players residing in Utah.
Point.
Solid. Off the 0. Within 3. Anybody's game.
1-4-1. 4-5.
Tough miss. Got Got a monitor in the background in our VIP tent with the 2024 Olympics playing in the background. I'll tell you what, if pickleball made it to the Olympics, I don't think I would miss an ounce of it. Should I say when pickleball makes it to the Olympics?
When it, yeah.
We will see you guys there. Thank you for tuning in around the world.
4-1-1.
4-1-1, here we go. There's that tough dink volley. Shot from Jorja Johnson, forcing her to take that ball out of the air.
5-1-1. Second serve. 5-1-2.
Okay, that'll stop it in its tracks there. If you're enjoying the action, guys, we appreciate you being here. Happy Sunday and happy August as well. We got more action to come. Our men's doubles coming up next. I'll let you know who's in on that in just a moment.
Pairing with Humana, the official healthcare sponsor of the PTA. Humana cheers you on whether you're at the top of your game or just getting on the court. And they're here to help you find new ways to serve.
Smacked
Boom!
it. Yeah, Mari Humberg so big there at the net.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can turn your attention to the west corner.
Men's doubles coming up. We have the Johns brothers, Ben Johns, Colin Johns. Heard of them? Versus Christian Alshon, Hayden Patriquin. Heard of them? Yeah. Going down on Grandstand Court today here in Kansas City. That ball is out. Great eye. High energy here in game 3 of this women's doubles bronze medal match.
That looked like a Anna Lee Waters attempt, just moving up to that ball and trying to body bag the person in front of her.
There's that slice drop, so reliable. And the setup, the true put away for Jorja Johnson. 6 has been reached. The teams will switch sides. Interesting stuff.
Yeah, very interesting. It's interesting to see Meghan Dizon on the left side again. We saw her.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah, we saw her on the left side in game number 1.
Yeah.
And wasn't successful for them. So it's interesting to see her back on that
Yeah.
side. But you never know what the players' strategy are, where they're feeling comfortable or uncomfortable on the court, who they want to be straight ahead from. So it's just tough to say there. But what I really like from Mari Humberg and Jorja Johnson is that they're aggressive. They're not staying in the dink rally, which is where Etta, Wright, and Meghan Dizon were successful in game 2.
Yeah, that's a good point, Michelle. I'd love to see who would win this match when we have Meghan Dizon on that right side, because that was
Right.
really powerful for Dizon Wright. Additionally, you know, they scored their 6 points on the side of the court that has won every match. So is there a better side, perhaps?
It's possible.
We're going to find out if they can dig themselves out on the quote-unquote good side. Here we go, guys. 6-1-1. Not a bad place to be. Oh my goodness, Jorja Johnson pulls it off. Gets so low here for this volley. Take a look, and it's a great spot. 7-1-1.
7-1-1.
Missed serve.
Second serve.
7-1-2 here.
7-1-2. Side out.
And it's time to get to work for Dizon Wright.
1-7-1.
No sweat. Ow.
Second serve.
She's been struggling with that third shot. Meghan is on, trying to find it. Just missing in the net.
Forehand angle. Back to the middle.
But Etta Wright's anticipation from Mari Humberg's overhead was so good. She was moving there way before she hit it, which kept them alive. Ultimately, the side out going to Humberg and Johnson. An aggressive Jorja Johnson, and that's where the energy comes out. A great lead for them as they're up at 7.
Yeah. Trouble in paradise here on Grandstand. Looks like they're going to take that timeout. Not ball in hand, full control. Mari Humberg, Jorja Johnson looking to put this one in the books. 9-1, here we go. Oh, another missed serve return for 10-1. Very decisive. See if we can get the punctuation here. Match point.
No, Humberg was there, missing just short into the net, but here's a match point number 2.
10-1-2.
Bronze medal point.
Okay. All right. Rob Cassidy here, joined with Michelle Esquivel. We're lined up to see what? The greatest comeback of all time?
Yeah, why not?
There's the start.
Yeah.
Two 10-1. Opts for the volley. Another point on the board. Playing a little looser with that end game in sight. Oh no, spoke too soon. Second serve. Treacherous territory here. Meghan Dizon to serve. Ben Johns, Colin Johns warming up in the background. And they will have 2 more match point opportunities here.
10-3-1.
Etta Wright is not finished yet.
No, Etta Wright is so there for the resets. Incredible digs by her.
Just ice in her veins in such a hot point, hot moment in this match. Here we go, another match point. And there it is, held again, 3-10 now. Love it. Love the grit. Could expect another chunk of points for their side. I'm feeling it.
10 incredible years of Selkirk in the game. From humble beginnings in Idaho to becoming the #1 brand in pickleball, Selkirk has been at the forefront of innovation, quality, and community. Over the past decade, Selkirk has grown alongside this amazing sport, thanks to players like you.
Oh, 2 out balls perhaps. Oh, but they get it anyway. A standard third shot drop from Etta, but the backup from Dizon is what made it so good. They're finally working together and getting stuff done. 4-10 on the 1 here. Slicey return. Uses her own slice against her.
5-10-1.
5-10-1, we're back. Etta Wright to serve. And the big swings from Mari Humberg, and you can see she points and nods her head to the insights of Julie Johnson. They're close to that finish line. Slice return. And again, Meghan Dizon perfectly uses her own spin against her on that serve return. Within 4.
down from 110 all the way to 6. But now with their 5th bronze medal point, let's see if Jorja Johnson could close it off.
2 more match point opportunities. Here we go. Whew. Wow, what a tense point.
Yeah, Meghan Dizon with that reset on the forehand side. Impressive there.
10-6-2.
Wow. And you know it, Jorja Johnson puts it away. What a scrappy point and a great performance from both sides here. Bronze medal will go to Mari Humberg.